Morning, welcome back. My name's William from the Attachment Company. This is Monday morning. Welcome back to episode 12. You may have noticed, if you've watched before, we've had a bit of a name change, and I've just introduced myself as being from the Attachment Company, which is the big news for today. I have spoke about it for a wee while, but we have officially changed our name as of this morning. But before that, we've got a delivery in, so I'm just walking up to the yard at the moment. I'm going to go get this delivery. If it's what I think it is, it's a big one, so I'm going to go and get that unloaded just now. I'll show you that, then I'll catch up, talk to you about the other big news. Alright, as I said, I think this might be quite a big one. In fact, I know it is because I've seen the paperwork. We'll get this unloaded and then I'll show you around. Just like that, 25 minutes, we're unloaded. Easily our biggest delivery of hydraulic flails to date. Let me go grab the paperwork, let the driver away, and I'll show you around. There we are, job done. I'll get these moved down. Shout out to, what's your name?
My name is Oleg, from Ukraine.
I am not attempting to pronounce your name. Shout out, he's out here driving, trying to provide for his family and his brother who's fighting the war, so thank you very much. No way I'm about to embarrass myself trying to pronounce the driver's name. But as I quickly said, he's from Ukraine. He picked these up in Italy on Wednesday, I think. On the check back. Brought them over and now they're here. Our biggest load by far of Cangini Flails. $22 in total with some spare parts. Who knows where I'm actually storing them in the meantime, but about half of these are for our Denver operation. We'll repack them up and send them over to the US. Very excited to see them here. There's a few of them you've seen before, there's a couple of models you won't have seen, so I will get them shifted for here and then I might unpack a couple of them and show you around. Are you not able just to speak to the depot and make sure they're coming back out?
No, actually.
Well, why?
So I do not have a direct phone number from them.
I've got a phone number for them. I tried to speak to them and they put me through to you.
So yes, if we contact them the number, it's going to go to the customer service.
Right, okay. So you are the UPS customer service, but you can't phone my local depot.
That is correct.
Just forget it, I'll phone the depot again.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye now.
Right, bye. Hopeless. Hopefully you caught that. That's sums up my love-hate relationship with UPS. Great when everything works. They are by far one of the best courier companies when everything works. Terrible trying to speak to anybody when it doesn't work. Let's try phone the depot again. This is for collection that should have been on Friday past. They weren't able to collect, which to be honest was a misunderstanding on our part. Fully take responsibility for that. They said when I spoke to the depot on Friday they would come back today I'm just trying to phone to confirm that's the case, and now I've spent 15 minutes on the phone and I'm no further forward. And the customer service can't phone the depot. Make sense of that. Let's try phone the depot back.
UPS Glasgow.
Hi there, it's William at Moose Valley Equipment at Carstairs. It was just to make sure we've still got collection on today.
Aye, no worries. What's the postcode, sorry? And how many packages have you got?
3.
3. No worries. Right, I'll get this booked on just now and hopefully someone should be with you shortly, alright?
Excellent, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Cheers, mate. See the difference when you get somebody that actually wants to help. That was my local UPS depot. I called him again, got somebody different. I just look at the difference in response. Fingers crossed that's sorted. They'll get picked up today. I'm going to go get some lunch, but quickly before I do that, I've moved this order of flails down to the warehouse and take a look at this. Pallets after pallets after pallets, and there's 4 more away over there. Our biggest order of flails yet, our biggest stock order. Exciting to see them here. Well, not really eventually, they're quite quick to be fair. Excited to see them here. Some of them, as I said earlier, are going to Denver. Haven't sorted a plan out for getting them packed up and shipped again, so I might work on that this afternoon. And I'll get some of these inside and find a shelter for the rest of them. But in the meantime, I am going for my lunch. Morning, Tuesday morning. The sun is out again, and it is a glorious morning. We're still get these sitting outside. Apologies for the abrupt finish to yesterday. Had some personal things that came up that I had to deal with fairly quickly in the afternoon, so didn't get to film much. However, we will put that right today. Hopefully I'll talk you through the big name change. That's what we spoke about yesterday. No orders going out this morning, so we can take our time. We can get some videos out that really should have been made last week. I didn't get to either, but we'll get some videos out on the big company name change. I'll talk you all through it, and then to be honest, that's probably going to be the bulk of the day. We need to work out what we're doing with these. As far as getting some to Denver, whether we ship them individually or whether we get a full container load, yet to be decided. So a few things to work out, some paperwork stuff and that to do as well, obviously, and then the big change of us changing our name. So exciting week nonetheless. Apologies, yesterday ended fairly abruptly, but it is what it is. You're on a small business and sometimes life gets in the road as well, so yeah, we'll put that right the rest of the week, so let's go. Afternoon update, Tuesday afternoon. Would you decide where you're going, please? Just had a small, oh, can you see it there somewhere, had a small stock order come in, was waiting on a cradle hitch and a certain size of auger torque drive unit. So that's turned up, we're going to bring it inside. I need to split that up and use a couple of bits from that order for tomorrow morning's order. Might actually just get that ready when we're here. Got a price back to ship a container with the flails in it to the US. So I need to review that with Andrew this evening, work out a plan for that. Posted some more content about our name change. I promise I will get back to that in a minute. But first I'm going to go bring this stuff in, get this order ready so I can go tomorrow, and then I'll be back. Said earlier that we would talk a bit more in depth about our recent change of name. If you have seen any of our social media posts, if you're watching the weekly videos, this will somewhat make sense. You'll have seen it all by now. You'll be a few weeks behind. But if you are not watching there, if you've been watching our social media platforms, you would have seen us posting this earlier today. That pretty much explains the headlines. We have changed our name. The name that I started this business with 2000 2014, nearly 9 years ago, October 2014. The name I started with, Moose Valley Equipment, is no more and is being replaced with our new name and our new logo, The Attachment Company. As some of you may know, myself, William, and my fiancée Laura run our UK business, which up until now was called Moose Valley Equipment, and this is what started off our whole business of selling excavator and earth moving attachments. And my brother Andrew runs our American business that, since it was started a few years ago, has always been called The Attachment Company. And that is one of the primary reasons that we've decided to match that in the UK and go from our old name, our Moose Valley Equipment name, to our new attachment company name and branding. It's not a decision I've taken lightly. Myself and Laura, we've worked for years to build up a reputation and goodwill and good standing behind the name that we were using, behind the Moose Valley Equipment name. However, I think this is the right change going forward to allow the company to progress and to present the proper image. It will now let us have a UK business and a US business supplying the same quality attachments, looking the same, branded up the same. I'll put the two logos here. You'll see the US one with the US flag in the back and the Colorado Rocky Mountains, and the UK one with, of course, the saltire, which is what I'm wearing just now. It'll give us that uniformity and let us visually look the same and act and be two divisions of the same company. Alongside that, I think it also much better describes what we do and what we're about. For those of you that don't know, our old name, Moose Valley Equipment, comes primarily from my parents' company, Moose Valley Plant, that where I worked, where I've grown up knowing that business, and where I worked when I was in school, when I was in uni, and then when I came out of there, I worked there full time whilst working part time to build up my business, Moose Valley Equipment, which was started alongside, which made sense at the time, and that's why we kept the name as close as we did. However, things moving on, there's changes in that business. My parents have since sold Moose Valley Plant and are more or less retired. I no longer work there from the start of the year, and to be honest, that name, the Moose Valley Equipment, Moose Valley Plant name, was based off our local area, but meant nothing to anybody outside of here. If anything, just caused a bit of confusion. It should have been Moose. Everybody pronounced it as Mouse, and which is understandable. That's what it looks like, that's what it says, but it made no sense to anybody outside of us. I think our new name, our new branding looks a lot cleaner, a lot fresher, and I think, as I said, the name describes exactly what we do, and it is a name we've been using in the US for the past number of to progress and to further and to look to grow and expand. As we look, since the start of this year, I've been full-time running the business, so is Laura. This is what we do and how we need to look at progressing the business over the next number of years, looking to the future and ultimately looking to what we want to achieve. I don't know what reason we're on, but I think also it allows us to do other things within the company as well. If you're watching this on TikTok, you know this already. If you've not been following us on there, I've been doing a whole series on building our own attachment brand. That's something we've started. I'll put here the branding for that. It'll be called Attachworks. I think it ties in with our company, with our attachment company branding and logos, and that'll be our brand name for attachments that we want to design, build, and ultimately sell ourselves. That's the main reasons I wanted to do this video, just to clear up a couple of things on why we're changing name, why we're not sticking with the Moose Valley name, which when it comes to the Moose Valley name, and just when I'm thinking, it's a name that goes back years in my family. My grandparents constructed, built, ran and operated a golf course next door to us, and that was the Moose Valley Golf Course at the Kames Country Club. So that's kind of where the name started. Then my parents started the plant hire, so on and so forth, and we're at where we're at now. It's a name and something that I'll be a little bit sad to see go, but I think it is what's needed for the business to allow it to progress and develop and keep continuing to grow and hopefully become what we think it can become in due. As a little extra, there will be a new website for the company. It'll be attachmentco.co.uk. That is up and running at the moment if you want to go check it out. That'll run alongside our moosevalley.com website for the time being, so you will get us on either one. But mainly it'll be attachmentco.co.uk. And if you have any email queries, anything you want to get in touch about, either give us a phone, numbers on the website, or email me. It's william@attachmentco.co.uk. And if you're watching this and you have any questions on anything to do with our business, on the change of name, on our branding, on our logos, on our business setup, whatever, please get in the comments, ask away. There's very little I'm not open to sharing, if anything, so there's no question within reason off limits. So please get in the comments, ask away, fire away any questions. I'll be more than happy to try and answer them for you, and we look forward to hopefully doing business with you in the future. And as I say, in the meantime, if we can help with anything, attachment, excavators, buckets, augers, breakers, anything related or anything associated with excavators or attachments or whatever, please let me know, send me a message, give me an email, whatever, and I will be more than happy to help. And again, thanks for watching this all the way through. So enough of me talking. Let us know what you think on the new name. Let us know what you think on the new branding and the new logo. And I'll catch up with you in the future. Thanks very much, everybody. Exciting times for us going forward. And I hope to speak to you in the future. Cheers. It's Tuesday. I have a regular meeting on a Tuesday with my brother Andrew. He runs our USA-based company in Denver. So I'm going to go get on that meeting, see what's going on there. Hopefully make a decision on what we're doing with the absolute stack of hydraulic flails that are outside my front door. I'm going to go get on that. I'll go get some dinner and then I'll have to go edit that video you've hopefully just watched about the name change, and I'll catch up with you in the morning. Good morning, Wednesday, middle of the week. I am just on the way back up to the warehouse. I was there this morning for a bit, and I've just came down to the house to grab this camera. What is on today? A couple of orders going out first thing. An auger torque package for a JCB 2CX. I'm going to go and make a start unpacking that just now. Laura is going to pick up a breaker tool for a customer. It's getting made locally to us, about half an hour away. She's going to go and pick that up. I'll pack that when it's back. I'll show you that before it goes. And then what else is on for the day? Filmed. The way this will work out, you'll have seen the long video, or you'll have seen the video before. Filmed last night, you've seen me talk about it briefly yesterday, a link to it, that video explaining the reasons behind our name change. So I'll need to get in and get that edited and posted today, so I will more than likely get up here, get out what orders need to get out, and then get in the office and get that done. Before we know it, that'll take us to lunchtime, and then we'll see what the afternoon brings. Let me quickly show you this just when we're in the warehouse. New stickers. You've seen us using these on pretty much everything we send out, but those are the new ones. With the new logo and the new name. Pretty cool, eh? Laura's here. What do you think of her load that's sitting out the front?
There's a lot.
Pretty cool though, eh?
Yeah. It's like wee pillows.
Laura's been on the collection run this morning, so it's in the boot of the car, so let's unload this and I'll show you what she was picking up. don't show your filthy boot.
I know.
Still warm.
See, I did wonder that, and then I was worried that it melted my jacket.
As I said this morning, we were picking up an extended breaker tool for a customer that literally must just have come out the forge. Well, did come out the forge last night because it's still somewhat hot, isn't it?
That's why they carried it out for me.
That'll be exactly why they carried it out. So it is a 1 metre long tool as opposed to, I think the standard is like 750. So it adds on 250 mil. They're using it to make holes before they drive posts in for fencing. So that's pretty cool. You don't normally see them that size, but that is custom made for the job. Thanks to Laura for picking it up. We'll get this packed just now. It's going with an auger as well. We'll get it out today. Right, you might have heard me doing a quick TikTok video there on what's going out this morning, but let me show you around in some more detail. The old faithful auger torque auger package, 4500 max drive unit. A double pin cradle and a 300mm S4 tungsten auger. That is for a customer's JCB 2CX. There's the cradle and the standard S4 tungsten auger. There's the pilot. And 200mm S4, auger torque S4, so the 65mm round hub, but with the rock teeth and the rock pilot there, it's there. Heavier tube, heavier boring head, but with the 65mm round, with the rock teeth. There's also a hard rock pilot to go with that as well. It's going separate. A 1/2 metre extension and the 1 metre breaker chisel that you've seen Laura picking up this morning. That's what's going out this morning. You've obviously seen why we've got a yard full of flails, but at the moment, making a TikTok video, it hasn't. So I'm about to post some more on that this week as well, but you already, if you've watched the video up to now, you'll know where we're at with them. So I'm going to go finish getting these packed up, then go get in the office for a couple of hours, do some video editing, and then stop for lunch and see where we are from there. Quick afternoon update. The weather is glorious, which makes a difference. Got those orders out this morning, you see me packing. Spent a couple of hours in the office at lunchtime there. Back out just now, had to go pick up a new battery for one of the forklifts. Went to it yesterday and it was completely dead, so went and got a battery under warranty. So we're going fit that just now, make sure that's good to go, and then finishing a little bit earlier this afternoon or this evening even, because I'm going to play five-a-side. So get this battery in, make sure that's good to go, make sure those couple of pallets this morning got picked up okay, and then that'll almost be us for Wednesday. They say finishing a bit earlier, and then I'll get in the office for a couple of hours when I'm back. Nice. That's a quick wee job done. Back running again properly. I'll take a quick drive just to make sure, but it seems to be okay. Another job done. Bit of a pain, but it's fixed. So I'm going to take that quick run, make sure everything's okay. And then it's 4 o'clock. I'll get back to a couple of hours in the office when I'm back home this evening, but I will see you tomorrow. Thursday morning, folks. The good weather has continued. How nice it is this morning. What is it, middle of the morning? Had a customer in this morning picking up a unit that was in for, you know, the unit you seen us might have seen us repairing 2 or 3 weeks ago now. That was a customer just in picking it up. So got that done this morning. Just going to head up to the workshop, put a bit of paint on a cradle hitch that Rab welded up for us last night. That will, once that's dry, that will let us pack an order up this morning. Just a little X2500 package. You've seen a bunch of them, but I will show you before it goes out. Let's go and get that done this morning, and then we'll take the day for there. Another one done, labels are on it, ready to go. Hopefully I was able to show you the video around what we were packing up. Just a standard Auger Torque X2500 package. I'm going to spin this around, take it outside, take it up there and leave it for palletways coming in this afternoon. Run through what we have to do this morning. There's a 500mm S4 auger that's all the way up there that has to go out today. We'll grab that down in a minute, get that palleted up. There is also a stump planer there somewhere that also has to go today. We will get that loaded up in a minute as well. Just spoke to a customer there, took an order for a replacement pilot piece for a stump planer. We'll get that out as well. That'll go in the mail today. Took a provisional order. I sent out the invoice, just waiting on payment for an order for, this is a good way to show around. Well, one of these Slane Track brushes. I've showed you them before, but if they want to go ahead, we will need to make up the hitch for that, which will involve drilling out a bracket. One of those I don't know if you can see it in the video. They're all the way up the top. One of those brackets, I'll show you it later anyway. And drilling out one of our hitch brackets to suit for a Kubota KX027, U27? No, KX27. So we'll get that going today. It'll be ready to go Monday. Sort of similar, this flail behind me. Where is it? There. Need to take the top plate off of that. You've seen us do this before as well. Drill it out. Drill out a matching hitch bracket for that. Needs to be ready for a customer for the middle of next week. He's taking that with an 8000 max package and a log splitting cone, which is over my shoulder as well. So we need to get that all ready. I'll get the parts stripped off. Rab will get that done today or tomorrow. They'll be ready for Monday. That is one of the flails off our big flail order that you've seen come in the start of the week. The biggest one we've had to date, a TC3130, so a 1.3 metre wide flail. That's going on the customer's Takuchi, I think it's a TB175, 280, can't remember, an 8-ton size Takuchi. As I say, one of the biggest flails we've had in to date. I'll show you around that once it's ready to go. Other than that, a little bit more tidying up to be done in here because it's a mess. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. A little bit more tidying up to be done in here. We then need to start, we're probably going to start this weekend, looking at how we are packaging up some of the flail order. The flail order that came in on Monday from Cangini. About half of that needs to go to Denver, to our warehouse in Denver where my brother Andrew runs it. We need to look at how we're packing them up. I think we're going to do a full container order over to there. So they need to work out how we're stacking them up to best use the space. On a related note, there is here an Auger Torque 35,000 max drive unit. It's the biggest one we've got in here just now, but we have had it in stock here for a little while and we don't have one in Denver. So we're going to send that on the same shipment, which makes sense. We've got space to get it on, so we may as well get it from here, get it over to there. We can get another one from the UK if we need it in a hurry anyway. So that needs to go in. That needs the stillage that it's sitting in. It needs shortened down to save some space. Quite a bit to be done. Suppose we should get a start. First things first, as usual, we need to get the orders out. So we'll grab this auger down, grab that stump planer, get those couple of things moving, and we'll go from there. Friday afternoon, this place is upside down in here, but don't worry about that. And I know I look a little bit casual, but look at this. What a day. It is glorious out here. It's mid-20s. Mid-20s, first week in September. Class. But enough about how good the weather is. We have a couple of small orders. One for a stump planer tip and one for some auger teeth. Going to go and pack them up, take them to the post office this afternoon. While we're out, we're going to pick up some supplies for a little job. I say job tomorrow, it's not attachment related, but I will show you when we're doing it. Going to run there, pick up some supplies, drop these off in the mail. I think you've seen it in the background. We're taking the car because, as I said, it's glorious. The car's got aircon, it's a bit nicer to drive than the Jeep. So let's go pack these up, get them out, and I'll show you, I might show you me picking the parts up. All will be, in fact no, all will be revealed tomorrow. I'll show you us when we actually start doing the job. Post office drop off done. Let's go make this quick collection and we'll get back home. We're back. Got the goods. We've got these signs out in the sun. Might give you a clue what we were picking up, but a bit cryptic nonetheless. I will of course show you tomorrow. Think I'm going to do them today, but I might do them tomorrow. I will show you when we get to doing what we're doing with them. In the meantime, it is about 5 PM on Friday. I'm going to go and give the car a wash because apparently there was some sort of dust storm last night. So I'm going to go do that while it's still nice outside. And that'll probably do us for the day. It's glorious out, so we'll probably get down the house. In fact, might actually get down, do a little bit more on my fence that you've seen me building last weekend. I will give you a tour around that when we're near it to being completed. So I might go and get a bit of that done this evening. We'll see. But that is probably us for Friday. Saturday morning, we're back in the warehouse. I'm going to get on with this job that I started yesterday afternoon. Let me show you what we're up to. I've had quite a few different money making ideas and small business ventures, if you like, in the time that I've worked for myself, and this is a throwback to one of them. Let me show you what we're up to. Riding a bike. Once you've done it, you've always done it. There we go, look. Looks pretty good to me. There we go, as I say, like riding a bike. You don't forget that. That sounds so arrogant. I didn't mean it like that. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Replacing the old McCormick signs that you seen me stripping yesterday and fitting some nice new Deutz for. One more to do and that will do us for this morning. Second one done, let me show you. Nice. Let's go and get them delivered. Signs dropped off. Picked another 2 up. We'll get them done this week. That's pretty much us for work this morning. I'm going to get back. As I say, I've got 2 more here. Get back, I'll drop them off, and then I might go and get a little bit more done with the fence. You've seen me starting last Saturday, so I'll go tip these off and then I'll show you where we're up to with the fence. It's no Sunday morning at all, it's Sunday afternoon. Been in the office there for a bit this morning doing some stuff on the new website, attachmentco.co.uk. Was planning to go train the dog for a bit, but the rain has literally just come on and I have no notion of him getting soaking wet. As much as he does need a wash, but I have no notion of having to deal with that. I was going to show you my fence that I finished, but again it is now raining, so hopefully it goes off in a bit and I can show you around the fence. I'll take the dog out for a run out, do some training with him, then I'll get back in the office. Last Saturday you seen me putting the posts in for this fence. Yesterday I showed you a little time lapse of putting the slats up, and that was before the camera ran out of battery. However, we are done. Well, nearly done. Let me show you first. I don't really have a before picture, but it was just some kind of crappy old stock fencing netting that was in there, and this does look 100 times better. Obviously I've got the tops of the posts to cut off. They're all quite high, you can see, especially that strainer on the end. Some gravel in here to fill up the low bits, and then I've obviously still got my gate to finish and fit. However, that does look a whole lot better in my opinion. So that brings us, what we are, 4 o'clock on Sunday pretty much. I'm going to get back in the office, try and edit a couple of these week to week videos before the end of the day, before I get in for my dinner. So as always folks, thank you very much for clicking on. If you've had the patience to make it right the way to the end of this video, it is very much appreciated. It's been a big week overall. Changed our name, which doesn't get much bigger changes than that, to be honest. Yeah, a real mixed bag of a week. Some big changes, as I say, which is exciting for the future. So aye, stick with us, and again, if you've made it all the way to the end of this video, your patience is very much appreciated. If you have any questions on anything you've seen, please leave us a comment down below. I'll do my very best to answer it in an up and coming episode. And if you really want to help us as well, please hit the subscribe button below. Get the updates for any future videos and keep up to date with sort of these week to week videos. And that's us for this week. See you next week.